I'm going to kill myself today. This has been the shittest morning I've had in absolutely months. Absolutely months. Okay, so let's recap on why this has been one of the shittest mornings I've had in a long time. Reason number one, I'm back to work after a nice weekend. That sucks. That sucks enough as it is. Second reason is that I drove to the boat this morning without my debit card, so I couldn't actually pay to park or pay for my ticket either, because yesterday I went out for a ride with a friend of mine, and I took my card so that we could buy, you know, petrol, coffee, whatever. It was a really good day actually. I had good fun. I went out with a guy that I passed my test with, a guy called Clive. He's got a very nice 2000, I think it's 2004 Kawasaki 636 ZX6R, really nice bike. And I had my driver improvement course thingy, whatever it was called, driver awareness training, or DAT. I had DAT training, which wasn't the worst thing in the world actually. It was relatively interesting to an extent. There was some bollocks in there. It was the usual kind of, you know, look at this video, it's scary, this little girl dies, but not really, she's an actor. So anyway, I went for a ride with my friend Clive yesterday. We had a great time. We went and met up at the local McDonald's, had a coffee. There was an extremely hot girl behind the counter who I really wanted to ask out, but I completely forgot to ask for her number before we left, so I'm kicking myself a little bit about that. But because of that, I took my debit card out of my wallet, put it in my leather jacket, completely forgot the fucking thing was there. So this morning, got up, sorted my shit out, drove this exact same route that I'm driving now to work, and then realised that I couldn't actually pay to park or buy my ticket. I decided, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to take the bike, forget the car, I'm going to take the bike. So I get on the bike, and as you saw from the start of the video, I'm pretty sure I'll leave it in the start, if not I'll add it sort of now-ish. I stall the fucking thing, getting it out of my shed, twice, so that it floods and won't start. And I tell you what, I hope this is not an indicator of things to come today, because my day's just going to get a whole lot worse if that's the case. Another thing I wanted to mention while I think about it is the Boston bombings that took place yesterday. For those of you that aren't aware, at the Boston Marathon, a couple of hours after the first runners finished the race, 2 bombs went off near the finish line. 2 people have died, a lot of people are injured. I think the number's around about 64, I want to say 64 people injured. So I just want to say that my thoughts are going out to the people of Boston. Let's stop talking about nasty stuff. Let me tell you a brief story about a snowball. So at my old school, the grounds were separated onto 4 levels. So if you imagine 4 stairs, right, 4 stairs. The scooter's not doing too badly. Oh yes he is. So the school is separated into 4 levels. Top level are all the buildings. Second level is top field. Third level is middle field. Fourth level is bottom field. Okay, so 3 playing fields and all the buildings on top. So I must have been about 9 or 10 years old, something like this. And it has snowed, which for the UK is pretty rare. So the top field is covered in a few centimetres worth of snow. So at break time, all the kids, the entire school near enough, are on top field throwing snowballs at each other. It's pandemonium, you know, kids are slipping and sliding all over the place, building snowmen, throwing snowballs. You get the idea. Now from the top field there was a clear view of the foyer, which was like the main entrance to the school. And it had a couple of stairs leading up to it, and the front of the building had one door, right, and then either side two massive perspex windows, you know, not glass, that kind of thick plastic that, you know, you can hit it and it sort of wobbles slightly. Two massive ones of them, maybe 20 feet high, but they're, you know, broken down into sections, squares, probably about 20 feet high, huge. So I'm on top field with my mates throwing snowballs, probably a group of 5 or 6 of us, and the deputy headmaster steps out of the foyer, stands on the steps. Right, now none of us liked this man. Whether or not he was a nasty bloke, I'm not really sure. To be honest, I was a kid, you know, my opinion would have been, teacher, what a cunt. Regardless of whether it actually was. Anyway, didn't like this guy, so we formulated a plan, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to throw a snowball at this motherfucker. He's not going to know who did it, there's 100 kids down here. What's the harm in it? So I packed up a snowball as tight as I could, really fucking crunched the thing up. Took a couple of steps back, really leaned into it and hurled this snowball as far as I possibly could. And as it arced through the air, reaching its peak height, the world went into slow motion. Because I saw out of the corner of my eye, running towards the foyer doors, the boy in our year with pretty severe autism. Sort of, you know, galloping towards the foyer. And I fucking knew what was about to happen. I felt it. As I pieced together this picture in my mind, I could see the trajectory of the snowball, I could see this kid galloping towards the foyer with his autism all over the place. And lo and behold, as the poor little sod is running up the stairs, it hits him right in the back of the head. The snowball twats him one right in the back of the head. He goes arse over tit, tumbles into one of these perspex windows to the side of the door, and the entire front of the building is going boing. The entire fucking front of the building is shaking with this poor little bastard has just headbutted the fucking window. Now he's lying on the floor in a crumpled mess, and everybody up there has turned around and is looking at this poor little bastard. And on top playing field is a group of 5 or 6 lads amidst complete chaos and pandemonium, stood completely still, arms by our sides, mouths open in complete shock, complete disbelief that I've just hurled this snowball as hard as I could and twatted the kid with autism. Oh my god, did I feel like a bastard. I felt like such a cunt for that. I really did. So I just wanted to share that story with you. I thought maybe it might bring a little bit of cheer. I don't know why, I guess I shouldn't really be celebrating it. After all, I essentially indirectly bullied, I suppose, a kid with autism. I did feel really bad. I felt so guilty, but I didn't own up to it. You know, I didn't know what to do. I mean, come on, man, I was a kid. I didn't know what to do. All right, let's see this. Morning, mate. I'm the dickhead that forgot his debit card.
Alright, hang on a minute.
Cheers, buddy. Christ alive. Tell you, it better be, I hope to God my day gets better from here. I'm going to go postal otherwise. Guess I better go in the waiting room and stare for an uncomfortably long time at the youngest, most attractive female in there until she turns away from me. Until next time, peace.